Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. So I recently had a call with one of my current clients. We talked about the importance of reviews. They're a national company, but the strategy is the same for local or national SEO. And I really want to go over the reason why I've been pushing this for my clients. So to start, if you Google TM Blast, you'll get my knowledge panel, or at least you'll get my map pack, depending on where you're searching from. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you have view all Google reviews. This is pretty typical for if you have a Google business profile, you get reviews. But what I was talking to my client about was that their particular competitor has been pushing more reviews, which I think is actually helping them rank a little bit better for some of their target non-brand keywords. But what I told my client is that even though people are leaving detailed reviews on Google and they're actually even posting photos too, if you're on their website, they don't see that. So a new user who comes to the website is not seeing these testimonials. They're not seeing these photos. This is a big opportunity that I think that they have missed, which I think my client can actually take advantage of if they embed their reviews directly on their website. So I always demo off what I do for TM Blast as the example for all my clients. I have a reviews page on my site. I specifically do that for SEO. So I have this reviews page and I have my Google reviews. I also have my trust index reviews. It cycles through and makes it really easy for users to see. The reason why I do that is because if you Google TM Blast reviews, I have my page over here that says SEO reviews of TM Blast, but I also have this third party site called trustindex.io. Trustindex.io is in the AI overview. You can see over here. And it's actually heavily featured as a really powerful backlink. So when you go to trustindex.io, it's going to pull in my Google reviews. Also, if people leave reviews directly on trustindex.io, it will show there. It also works for several other third-party sites. So I think it's a really great tool to have. But what I really like about it is that it has the ability to create that widget, which I just explained on TM Blast, where I have my widget showing now the reviews on my website. These widgets have review schema markup. So if you're not a coder like me, this is a great way to get Google to know exactly what others think about your business. So when I go into the Google rich results test, I put in tmblast.com. You guys can do that too. You can put it in any website you want, actually. You'll see if Google can detect structured markup data. So Google and Bing look at that as almost like highlights on a page. So when they look at the entire web page, they'll say, okay, images, HTML, okay. But here is specifically highlighted. Here are reviews about this company. So you can click on this 21 valid items, and let's click on some random listing. It doesn't matter actually which one it is. It says Trust Index. And then it says, if you scroll down over here, Greg has been a tremendous partner, with the help support and visibility and growth of my business. His SEO expertise is vast, and it just continues and continues. The reason why this is really important is because a lot of times when I look at competition and I say, okay, someone's outranking us, they have 2,000 words on their page, we have 800. A typical SEO is going to say, we need to add 2,000 or 3,000 more words because we have to write more content than them because therefore they're outranking us. I look at that and say, you know, it'd be even better. What if others who left reviews about your business spoke for yourself? Because these are now trusted reviews that have been vetted, that they have been properly indexed by Google or a third party site. So they actually hold more weight. And all this content over here is actually content that counts for the word count for your business. So I'll go to another review too. Click on this, scroll down over here, and you can see. Let me go to their review. Let me go to this one over here. Better example. Yeah, here we go. Help Bing index my website. Spent around 2 weeks, and they go into more and more detail. They talk about my YouTube channel. It's actually really important because this is all additional content now for Google and Bing to understand about my business. So this is why I really push the reviews. So for example, let's just pretend we're a software as a subscription service and we're pushing our app, and we can have right above the purchase button, we have all these happy reviews and what people really think about the product, and that can actually encourage somebody then to then purchase. So if you can increase your conversion rate just by a smidge by having these reviews, that will help obviously the bottom line, getting more customers. Imagine if you are a moving company or an HVAC, same thing. Somebody comes to your website, they can see the before and after, they can read how your team was like really helpful, came immediately to help them with their furnace that maybe broke down in the winter, and you got it fixed within an hour. I mean, these are really powerful reviews if you can display, so your conversion rate will actually increase. What I also think happens though is that data is then read by Google and Bing. That helps with your rankings. And then plus two, I think dwell time, where people are spending more time on this page now reading the reviews, is also a strong ranking factor for Google and Bing. So in summary, whether you're a local business or you're a national business, reviews are important, but I think you can really expand upon them get them embedded onto your website, use trustindex.io, get the schema markup, and then see if that improves your conversion rate, see if that improves your keyword rankings, and most importantly, does that improve your conversion rate? Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one.